the DC area. In fact, I am from Syracuse, New York. Anybody familiar? A couple familiarities. But people think I'm Canadian, which is really weird. I have to break the news to them softly. I'm like, I'm not from Canada. I'm from New York. I'm from upstate New York. You know, the part that everybody thought was Canada. I pointed out on the map, and they're like, oh, I thought that was Canada. And I'm like, no, it's Diet Canada. There's no healthcare and more meth. Like, it's great. It's fun. Like, no, I'm from Syracuse, you know. When people thought I was Canadian, they thought I was hanging out with Drake and had free healthcare. When in reality, I hung out with a dude named Darius, and my entire health plan is taking a bunch of drugs and not waking up to a Tupac concert. Syracuse is known for basketball, but it's also known as the snow capital of the United States. We get an average of 123 inches of snow per year up there. And it gets really cold, so when I first moved down to Virginia, people were freaking out over a few inches of snow. But I had a realization. I finally had something in common with women. We're both disappointed by 2 inches. I turn on the news and the weather guy's like, we're expecting a big snowstorm tonight. And I'm like, all right, weather daddy, tell me, how big? And a man says, 3 inches. And I'm like, God damn it! I need some of that BBC in my life, you know, big blizzard clouds, that's what I need. It gets really hot around here during the summer, you know, I need some of that ice here, and here. All right, I lost you all on Bukkake, cool. That joke didn't come out right, you know? I'm just looking at these two over here at the door now, like, that's all I get, you ever been told something that sounds like a compliment, but it's really not? My ex described me as looking like Chris Pratt when he was fat. And I gotta tell you guys, that is not a polite way of telling someone they're fat and cute at the same time, alright? Like, I dressed like Chris Pratt when he was on the show Parks and Recs. But by the end of this year, I want to look like Chris Pratt when he's on a Marvel movie. Like, financially. I do not care about my body whatsoever. I let TikTok decide what to do for dinner the other night. It gave me a recipe for Popeye's pizza. For those confused right now, you just take Popeye's, throw it on a pizza, and let it clog all your arteries. That's it. Fun fact, stuffed fresh mac and cheese, elite. I'm telling you all right now. Do that next time. See, now we're best friends all of a sudden. He knows what's up. Like, he's going to try later and then call me from the beyond the grave because now he's dead. Like, I do recognize I do have a friendly face, because when you have a friendly face, people assume things about you. Like, for example, if I wore a red t-shirt and khakis, people just assume I work at Target. It's really weird. Like, at one store, I'm employee of the month. At another store, pending assault charges. It's my fault, my bad, you know. There was a 10-year-old with the last PlayStation 5. I made a decision that day, and let's just say I got the PS5 and a pink slip all at the same time. It was great. Like, I'm now a greeter at Walmart. I'm employee of the month over there. Like, I see the light already, Zai. You don't have to flash me. It's cool. I see it from there. Did you take that out of context? How dare you? Now, I am autistic. As I mentioned earlier, you know, this is the right amount of noise for my sensory issue, so thank you, you know. I like telling about my disability, because some people can relate to it, but most people like the vulnerability. But I had this one lady come up to me after a show once, and she's like, wow, you are so brave for being openly autistic. That's a weird phrase, right guys? Like, openly